So what I did was either a really good idea or a really bad idea. I don't know yet, but we'll find out. So last night I just finished Neon Genesis Evangelion and I watched the movie End of Evangelion and I really enjoyed the series. I thought it was a decent enough series and I had heard of the Rebuild films. So on a sort of whim, I went out and bought Evangelion 1.11, the very first of the Rebuild films. And apparently they're very controversial. Some people really love them. Some people really hate them. Some people think they're all right. And that explains every movie ever created right there. So yeah, I usually don't buy movies that I've never seen before. But for this one, I thought, heck, why not? Let's give it a try. So here is the box. We'll do a little quick unboxing. It's your standard Blu-ray release. It's got the slip cover in your standard Blu-ray case. It's not one of the flimsy ones. It's not one of the rock hard solid ones. It's just a normal Blu-ray. So let's open it up here. If I can get this open. So I think one of the reasons I ended up buying this is that the Blu-ray release for its price is kind of a really cool release. This isn't necessarily the one that I wanted. I think there was an earlier release that, had like a special case and everything. But you open this up and you have the disc on the side. And to the left here, you have the 20-page booklet that comes with it that just has art from the movie and, little descriptions on the side. Just going into behind the scenes, looks like keywords. And that's really cool. And then I love it when the Blu-rays have stuff on the inside here. You got Rei on the right there and Shinji on the left. And yeah, I really like this Blu-ray release. I think, it's a pretty standard release, but the fact that it comes with that booklet really sets it apart from probably most in my collection. And just the box itself is probably my third favorite Blu-ray, just the box speaking, that I own. So with the unboxing out of the way, let's go ahead and give this thing a watch. So it's been a day since I saw the movie. I let some time pass, allowed the movie to sink in a little, and honest to God, I can't remember anything from this movie. Because it's a remake of the first few episodes of the show, maybe I've just assimilated it with the scenes from the show, unable to remember which is which, but even watching the movie, I was picking out many different problems I had. First of all, the pacing was just way too fast. It seemed like one moment we were in one place, and a minute later we would be in another, and I would often feel like I had no idea how we got to this point. For example, the first episode of the series covers up this Shinji deciding to pilot the Eva, but this only takes a few minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes in the movie. Now, of course, things need to be cut for time, but this is the setup for the series. Rushing this scene is doing the movie no favors. This is the scene where you need to introduce the world of the Evas. You need to introduce the character of Shinji, and I feel like they rushed over many of that. Also, it's well known that there were plenty of budget problems in the production of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and they were a blessing in disguise. Not only were they the reason for the controversial ending, without so, the show probably wouldn't have been as big as it is, but the budget gave us shots like this. Of course, it's clear padding, and many times get laughably long, but they slowed down the show and gave it this almost art house feeling. There just weren't any pauses at all in the movie. The story just had to keep on going. Another problem was the tone of the show. Neon Genesis Evangelion was not a show about robots fighting monsters, but a character-based study of broken people with deep-rooted psychological issues. The rebuild, however, is robots fighting monsters. The characters, their feelings and emotions are sidelined for the action, but the action is amazing. Seeing Evangelion in HD and widescreen is a real sight to behold. I was worried that all the Evas and Angels would be CGI, but they weren't, besides from the simulation part. I'm sure at times they were CGI, but it was done well enough that I didn't notice them on this viewing. And let's go back to the animation real quick. While it does look amazing, there really was something about the old Evangelion animation. It could just be the art direction taking a different tone. That's probably what it is. But it feels like the old visuals were more ominous and mysterious. And I think it might be due to it not looking as good. While I wasn't a big fan of this movie, I do think others may really enjoy it. If you watched the original series and didn't like it, you didn't like how it delved into the characters, if you just want to see a mecha anime where giant robots fight giant monsters, this rendition of Evangelion may be more your style. But for me and many Evangelion fans, I was underwhelmed. I give Evangelion 1.11 a 6 out of 10. But I will admit the actual Blu-ray box is really nice. I don't know if I mentioned this enough, but I love the booklet, and I don't know why they don't do that in more releases. Alright, I just want to talk about one thing, and it is a spoiler. Spoiler for this movie, and also spoilers for Neon Genesis Evangelion, the original series. You have been warned. So let's talk about Lilith. I think that's the name of him. The angel on the cross. Let's talk about the fact that they decided to show him this early on in the series. While I will give it a pass because they're clearly doing something different this time around, I do think that it takes away the whole mysterious vibe behind Nerve. In the original series, we didn't see Lilith until halfway through. It was either episode 15 or 16. I remember after I saw the episode, my mind was like, what? Amazing. Because it really showed that there was more behind Nerve than meets the eye. Nerve was hiding something, and we had no idea what they were up to. But the fact that Misato knows about this angel And the fact that she can show Shinji takes away the whole mystery behind Nerve. But like I said, I will give it a pass because they are clearly doing something different in this version. And I think they're going for the Nerve less mysterious. Maybe they're going for Nerve is more of the good guys than just, Shinji's dad being screwed up. Or Seal being screwed up, or whatever the hell happened in Evangelion. I don't even know.
So lonely, nobody understands me. So lonely, nobody understands me. So lonely, nobody understands me.